And welcome back to the finishing line.
Live!
Jesus!
It's been a while. Oh, fucking nearly the laptop nearly went flying there.
Yeah, mind that now.
It's been a while. Gotcha. Tom, what were you booming there?
Good day in work over the weekend. I just logged on and good day in work over the weekend. So yeah.
Well, he was away with his missus for the weekend, so
Anyway,
well done.
Andrew, I'll leave you interesting.
Yeah, work normally goes well when I don't have anything to do with it, to be honest.
Job. Working on testing suspensions.
Cheers to Siobhan before we get started. She lasted a year, so
Hello, Siobhan.
You're not supposed to be drinking.
As I said last night, Tom, don't mind him. You drink away, lad.
Yeah, Coach Dave isn't too happy. I'm actually I'm thinking of giving it up for a while, Dave.
The drink?
Like Monday to Friday.
Well, not Siobhan.
For how long?
Monday to Friday.
No, not Monday to Friday. When are we looking at? And
Wednesday.
then so I'm doing something at the end of the month, so I might have like a couple of drinks, but not like 10 drinks. I might give it up for the next couple of months and see what happens.
Right, let's have a bet on this. I'm gonna create odds right now for this. Right, so when you're saying you're giving it up,
okay, hang on now. Let's just get this out of there.
Somebody in the comments said it's a good idea.
Good idea, my mother. Yeah, what a surprise.
oh, this is Rain, another cameo.
Our local GA team are in a county final next weekend, so that could get messy. Bandwagon jumping big time now. Going to go to the final and out. So.
When's that next Sunday?
Saturday.
That's only only 5 days yet.
The more I get to know Tom through the years, and the more like things like this happen, you can understand why he consistently leaves us down for nights out and stuff like that. Because he says things, but then sometimes
you're getting close to it now as well.
I didn't leave it down for a night out.
What do we do every time Ark is on?
We go to the pub, but
We don't go to Scotland.
You weren't going.
I wasn't going because you said, "Oh, I'm going to Scotland."
Yeah, I still have a cigar belonging to you as well. I'm going to smoke it if you don't get it.
Sure.
I totally lost the train of thought there, though.
My Tom is unreliable.
Yeah, that's the word. And then he's like, I'm going to give up the drink, but in 3 days I've something on, and then in another 2 days I've something else on. You can't do that, Tom. You're either all in or you're not.
No, I think I'm going to go back to having like 2 or 3 drinks if I go out for a night, and then that's it. And I'm going to do that until Christmas.
That's just 2 or 3 drinks with your dinner.
Yeah.
See, there's always a loophole. Remember now, he's an accountant. There's loopholes upon loopholes upon loopholes.
That's just salt and vinegar stuff earlier. I swear I'm after burning my tongue or something. It genuinely just very vinegary or salty or whatever.
Vinegar now or acid.
It seems like acid right now.
Right.
And not the acid.
Get well soon to Gavin Kenny, lads.
I'm going to say the acid, but there is no good acid. You drink acid, you die. Tom to give up drink from now to Saturday. Yes, 8 to 11. No, sorry, 11 to 8.
Gavin Kenny.
No, 8 to 11.
Gavin Kenny, lads, I'm down in Waterford Hospital here getting some treatment, but I have you lads to cheer me up for tonight. Gavin, sorry to hear that. I hope the hospital is all right, and we will do our best.
He's in Waterford.
That's what I was trying to say. Get well soon, Gavin. The hospital is not all right, Dave. We all know that. But best luck, Gavin. Hope you're okay.
Let's hope you come out with all your limbs.
Nice nurses in there. What? There is.
Yeah, I'm Britain.
I was going to say, yeah. A few pictures of my wedding popped up, Dave.
Yeah.
Talking of nice nurses.
Blood. No, not that vein. Dirty yoke, yeah.
Dave's gone quiet when he doesn't want to talk about something. This is what I do when you bring up biblical stuff, and I'm like, nah.
If we keep long enough, they might move on.
I was reading the comments. What did you say? Sorry, that just went over my head.
Oh, do you want us to repeat it all?
The nurses ended up in Castlemartyr this time last year.
Yesterday, last year.
And this morning.
For some of this morning last year.
It wasn't the only small prickly thing that was going in and out.
Who needs the quickie? Anyway. Get well soon, Gavin.
Yeah. Some very nice nurses indeed, Dave. It would take.
Told you.
It takes them to bring something else up as well. Hey! Right, on to horse racing. We should have a side podcast. We should be like the side men of horse racing. Make them fortune. Anyway, Friday.
Like a chat show.
Yeah.
Like
Just general.
Joanne McNally and Vogue Williams is one.
General. Who?
Joanne McNally and Vogue Williams have a podcast called My Therapist Ghosted Me. It is. I've listened to a few episodes. It's quite funny. Very woman orientated.
We could be here till Christmas. One episode. Yeah, I'll do it.
I was going to say something smart there, and I'll hold it because we'll get given out.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
No.
Say it. No. We're not sponsored anymore. We say what we want now.
Even so. I read all the comments actually this week. I'm getting abused as always.
You really do need to decorate your house. I'll help you even.
See, that's my nanny's old house, so.
I'll help you.
You don't even come near my door.
Because I'm never invited.
You don't need an invite. It's a door. You knock on it.
I'm never there. Dave,
Dave, what
are you doing this day? I'm working.
There's a fine big gym there. You can come down and have a coffee or something.
What do you make it for me? I have to make it myself. What kind of hospitality is that?
Tom will be here.
Better still, you could even join in the
once
a week.
No, my days of working out are gone.
Bad attitude, Andrew.
On that, didn't we? I might be losing that right now.
I wouldn't even take that off you, but
what is it?
I would have won money anyway, whatever it is.
It's something to do with the cycle. Oh no, cycling next year. That's what it was.
That's a while away, yeah.
Yes. We are cycling next year.
I want to enjoy my Christmas.
Christmas is 2 months away.
I've seen Christmas decorations. I'm enjoying Christmas.
Basically 3 months
I've seen the celebrations out. I've seen the quality street out.
I actually bought some.
I went over to Harvey Norman and they had a full Christmas display.
I bought some of the Christmas chocolates today. I always get them in early. Dog tried to eat them then. It was difficult.
No, that killed the dog. That's not. Oh, my gets me a bear.
My dog is eating mobile phones and everything. Genuine. That's not a lie.
Of your.
She ate 2 Samsung Galaxies belonging to my uncle. Like, ate them.
How?
Swallowed some of the glass and everything. I don't know. She's just an enigma.
She must have been out of this world after eating them. Moving on quickly. I suppose we need to talk about horse racing.
Alex Jeffrey, you said betting honeysuckle, you should get abused. I never said anything about betting on honeysuckle.
What?
You didn't even give any anti-post picks yet.
You said you bet on honeysuckle. You lot should get what? You should get abused.
You know what? If you want to waste your money on 5-4 or whatever it is on Constitution Hill right now, you do that, Alex.
He said ye bet on honeysuckle, ye should get abused. I suppose it's a bad thing to do, isn't it? Betting a horse that's never lost a race. So
yeah, that's many great ones that have win.
Horse that's never lost a race, and I personally don't really like honeysuckle. Horse that's never lost a race, that turned up to every single race, doesn't get injured, has won about 7 million grade ones.
But yeah, terrible pick, Dave. Terrible.
All in open company.
Terrible pick.
Has won 3 years running at Cheltenham Festival. Yes, 3. Don't forget our Mayor's Hurdle when she beat Benny.
Oh, what a day that was.
That's a terrible pick, apparently. Because Nicky Henderson's horse with the bone issues and the mental health issues and everything else besides that will be issues along the way from October to March is favourite.
Constitution Hill is getting the binocular treatment. Fighting fifth, Christmas hurdle, that yoke at Sandown.
There was good Cheltenham Racecourse Instagram or Facebook had a good video up today of 10 of the best but worst results for punters, like most unluckiest losers through the years.
Champagne Fever.
Goshen.
Yeah, Champagne Fever was the first one.
Goshen.
Yeah. And one of them was binocular.
Goshen actually ran all right in the flat.
Yeah, he ran all right in the flat.
What's going on with the world?
One of them was binocular. That's why it struck my memory there. Binocular when he got beat by Punjabi.
Remember that thing. What's the other ones?
Get
me out of here. I have to be honest. What was he? 2nd, 4 times?
Who's the horse that beat him?
Which one? Which race? Final approach?
That one. That was the unlucky one in
the car cup, was it?
Yeah, the County Hurdle.
Keep getting mixed up.
I took. You said you favoured her. I took 5-2, 6-4 is still a winner compared to a 7-2 loser.
That sounds someone like you two would say, to be fair.
What? Thing has to win, Tom.
You're fucking
5-2, 6-4. The thing hasn't even ran this year, and people are thinking it's at the win the champion hurdle already.
sure. He was texting in about getting value on Scaramanga the other day, and I told you, Tom, keep your money in your pocket,
Just listen to me.
and then you save some money.
Fancy bumpers.
You know, you save some money that way. Same with your value on Luxembourg in pay. Any bills, no bills were paid. The ESB is still
Zero
off.
bills, and bills probably went up since then.
Yep, ESB is still off.
I will. I'll keep backing more double the price than their actual chance. I'm quite happy with that strategy.
What? No, go on.
Constitution Hill he's making the England versus Ireland thing a little bit
more interesting.
Yeah, this year. I don't understand his price, being he only beat Gambon and Dice Hard Lunatic, and who else is there?
Dice Hard Lunatic didn't even finish. He fed.
Who was third? Second.
In the Supreme.
Yeah, who was third in the Supreme?
John Bond was second. Let me have a look. It was a long way back, wasn't it? Whatever it was. Kilcrut.
Yeah, no, he was very good in the Supreme. But
John Bond is the next Altior. Well, there you go. There's a statement.
I'm going to go out there and say that was a shite race, the Supreme.
I'm of the opinion that was a terrible Supreme as well.
But he beat the track record. That's all you're going to get. Anytime you say something bad about Constitution Hill, well, he beat the track record.
They went a million, though, didn't they?
There's
like the
2-year-old fillies that have beaten track records, like that Platinum Queen broke track record at Goodwood, and like it just happens.
Mum's Tipple Dave springs to mind. Wonder Horse.
It happens with the way races are run too fast and on ground that you can just like sprint off the whole way. So I wouldn't worry about no fucking times and all that.
Hey, good now,
but he was very good, but he shouldn't be 64.
He's not going. The thing is that I say it every year on the lead up to Cheltenham. English horses, majority of them, will not be tested until they get to Cheltenham. Or the Irish horses will meet at the Dublin Racing Fest, they'll meet at Christmas time, they'll meet in things like John Durkin and all things like that, where the big horses in the UK, there's so many races that duck and dive, don't say blah, 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 to dodge each other.
The other one is, lads, I saw my good old friend Ruby Walsh, great minds think alike and all that, put up Gaelic Warrior as his horse to follow for the season.
How many ex-jockeys are great tipsters?
Mick Fitzgerald is not one anyway.
Zero. He's unbelievable at analysing races. Not a great tipster. Unbelievable analysing races.
Sometimes I watch at
Ruby's good now. Ruby's different level.
Sometimes I watch at the races with the sound off. When Mick Fitzgerald is on the mic.
Why'd you watch it at all?
Sure, sometimes you have to. Sometimes like the Ascot races are on that one, so you have to.
Do you know what I was watching Racing Debate this morning on at the races, and you compare it to Nick Luck Luck on Sunday when Nick Luck is presented, like chalk and cheese.
Yeah.
Sometimes on the French coverage is quite funny because they literally just make stuff up, and they take the form from some of the at races like sites, which doesn't have all of the runs in. So they'll say, this horse has been off for the last 6 months, when actually it ran like 5 times in the last 2 months. So, yeah, some of that is quite funny to watch when you actually know the insides of it. There you go.
That's news, yeah. You should be on that, Tom. You know a lot of French racing.
I don't really.
You back a lot of them.
They never win.
I don't really. I do back a lot of them. I follow a couple of friends who know a lot more about it than I do, and they do quite well. So,
Nash.
Shout out to Nash, Nathaniel,
Nat, and Tristan. Yeah, I like making a couple of quid off of their tips.
I suppose it means I go through the race on the weekend. We'll go through it quickly, and then we have the quiz. Oh, the almighty that quiz that happened on not BT Sport, CBS. It was Jamie Carragher. Everyone probably seen it, bar Tom.
I'll be honest, I didn't see it either.
You
But
watched
I
it,
have
though.
watched the
You have
video.
watched it.
I've caught up.
It's called Hi, My Name Is, and I've done a horse racing version for Tweedledee Tweedledum.
I really hope I win
It's
this.
going to be right crack.
I'm going to
You
have
will
my
win it, Dave. I don't even know how the quiz is formatted. So
The way the quiz is formatted, you get 4 to 5 clues of who this horse is, and you have to say your name, and you go, "Hi, my name is whatever."
Dave.
Well done. 10 points for you and a star.
It's not a star. It's not even remotely like a star, to be quite honest.
Right. Quickly through the weekend. Veterans Chase, first one to kick us off on Friday. Some chaos got the job done. 5-2 back-to-back wins in it. Forgot to ask. It was 10-3 in second. And lock back in third. Look, this has no bearing on the season ahead. I just want to put up because I won a race. Hey!
Yeah, Al Rock set up the race lovely for some chaos, and that was the end of that.
That's true. Very true. Tom doesn't care. He hates veterans.
Al Rock and his 28th run of the year, much like the Little Yank, who we'll probably see out again soon.
And we back him at 150 to 1 at Dublin Race Festival.
Yep.
And he crawls over the line in fourth place. Get in.
Third.
Oh, was he third? That's third. Same difference. They're painful. Yeah, look, some chaos will probably be pull up. Sixth, pull up in his next runs. But
You turn up a Chepstow next year again?
this time next year, lads. Persian War. First graded race of the year. We were very unlucky here. Accidental Rebel got up 10 to 1 to beat all of our selection. Outlaw Peter at 6 to 1. And present and counting, for the life of me, when I seen this thing was 13 to 8, I could not believe my eyes.
Well, there were some non-runners and stuff, but when I mentioned him and Outlaw Peter, I think present count was 8 to 1, so that was crazy money, to be honest.
Hey, you got value. Good value. I love it.
Value again, Tom.
Congratulations.
It's going to pay off eventually, isn't it?
well, it does. Yeah, that's how it works. It's maths.
You must be still fucking waiting as well. So,
fantastic.
I think the best horse was second in going forward in the race. He's kind of immature and
Fairness, an accidental Rebel done everything in his power to throw it away.
I think Cobden made a couple of mistakes on Friday. He went to the front on horses too early and they got ran out of it. He's better on the Saturday, but that's the way it goes.
An ex-Henry de Bromhead horse, Tom.
We clearly put the mockers on 2 horses this week because I thought this thing was hosing up when he was on the bridle, and he didn't. And then the other thing that we'll talk about was fucking terrible.
What one was that?
Paint the Dream.
Oh
yeah, that was bad.
Didn't go a yard.
Yeah, I agree with Dave here. I think the best horse is probably second. I think he travelled into it like much the best horse. Still surprised the price he went off at. Where I think we put him up at 8s or something like that. But he travelled into it very, very well. I think a couple of Nichols horses, Cobden went to the front plenty soon. But I think what are we looking at? David Douglas' space. I think a couple of them blew up as well. I think a couple of them will come on for the run, those Nichols horses. So it's always tough, at the start of the year, you're kind of looking for a guide as to how fit your horses are as a trainer. And I think he'll have got one now from this weekend. But I think Outlaw Peter is definitely one to watch going forward. It'll be interesting to see how much he goes up in the handicap. What route they go and they stick in graded races or do they look at handicap? But he's definitely a good horse, Outlaw Peter. Anyway,
people probably think I'm lying about her eating phones.
No, I've seen her doing mad stuff.
I will actually put a picture on Twitter of the whole shit and a concrete wall to try and get through one room from her place in the kitchen into the sitting room because I had her locked out there and wasn't being cruel to her, but she done something wrong, like eating a phone. So she then ate a hole in the wall. So I will put that on Twitter and people probably still won't believe it, but she is very much a spacer.
How long did it take her to eat a hole in the wall?
She did it over a couple of days.
You left her in a room for a couple of you absolute cruelty animal. RSPCA.
Left her out and so but every time then say I'm in
Peace
work.
is going to be on to you now. Don't mind the horses to be on to you.
When I was in work and she's in the kitchen, she's eating more and more, but she stopped in the end. But this is a big enough hole. Honestly. There's mad.
I need picture evidence.
She's
by the way.
eating all sorts, to be honest.
Right. Handicap
She
chase.
actually had some of my heart tablets. And again, nothing happened to her. She had like 6 of them.
I need to actually go down and make sure you actually have a dog and you're not hallucinating.
I'm telling you. Okay.
Have ordered your doctor
She's
with your
cool,
tablets again.
She's great, though.
What's her name?
Molly.
Just making sure.
Molly.
2-3 handicap chase. Flickify won. He was 10-3. Galahad Quest 11-2 and Paint the Dream at 11-4. Who, as you said, Tom didn't go a yard. Or did you say?
I said, yeah, he didn't go yard.
Just reading the report from after race, Vet said the horse had struck into his right fore, so that might bring something to light. He made a very bad mistake as well, and it was just over from then. So I'm not too surprised that there is something come up because I expect him to run a lot better than that. I think this is poor enough form after that. He didn't run his race. The Emma Lavelle horse fell. Flicker Voyou and Galahad Quest ran well, but I think they'll face stiffer tasks next time. Galahad Quest, if they keep him on that mark, there's surely to God a race in it. But I wouldn't be too mad about the form.
He never wants to win.
I'm with you on this, and I've been sure about it for a year, but Andrew was right. He just does so much wrong. Going to always do something wrong to make him lose.
He'll pop up at some time. I wouldn't be backing him or tipping him up, I don't think, but he will pop up at some time.
Wasn't he massively fancy for the Paddy Car last year?
Yes. Yeah, he was massively fancy for a couple of things at Cheltenham. He always makes a mistake at the wrong time, or at the start of the race, he's not jumping well enough to be in the race, and then he's fucking flying at the end. But
he's one of these horses that deceives you.
He's very frustrating. Very frustrating.
Yeah. I didn't see this race.
You're better off.
Right.
The thing that won it jumped very well.
He's a horse now that is a typical Nichols horse that he'll run a few times again this season, while he'll put him away for air.
Commentator said he was athletic.
And he want to be the jump fence. Right. Silver Trophy handicap hurdle over 2 miles, 3.5 furlongs. Oh, shit. Nappers Hill won at 16-5. 2V tipped him up. Lars Battersley was 8-1 in second, and Broomfield 5-2 favourites. Tom, winning tips. Fucking get in.
No, I tipped.
Yeah.
He tipped it as well.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I tipped two in this race. Nappers Hill.
Usually the only one that listens when people talk.
Anyway.
I was nearly well up in this race because I had the winner, and then I'd back. Do they leave you up 2 each way?
In the chat as well.
Well done, Tom.
Thanks, Dave. Well done to you too.
Thanks, Tom.
And did they leave you up 2? Got beaten a neck for third, which was a bit annoying, but that would have been a right clean up in this race. But yeah, no, Nappers Hill won well. I think he'll kick on from here. He's going to be rated at least mid 140s now, probably 146, maybe something like that. That'll be interesting. That brings him to the next level. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see where he goes, but a big win on his first run of the season. And yeah, he's a nice horse.
Nice horse too.
Yeah, I thought he liked the step up and trip and traveled great through the race. Good ride too. I was impressed.
Yeah,
just wanted to give a shout out to the Peter Fahey team. Great,
absolute legend.
Great celebrations out of Burr and Peter that were doing the rounds on social media. He has done so well to go and win 2 races with a 12-year-old rated who went over to the UK the first time, rated 138, has then gone over at 147 at the age of 12 to go and win a handicap chase. Like, for me, that's unbelievable placing of his horse. I think he's done very well there. And Sam Ewing,
He loves that ground.
Yeah, loves the ground, loves it. And I thought Sam Ewing gave him an absolute peach of a ride, like a proper peach of a ride. So, no, well done to all the team. I know they absolutely love that horse. 64 runs, 20 wins 332 sterling in prize money, right? 140, winning off 147 at the age of 12. Just class.
Don't get that in the flat.
Nope.
No, definitely don't.
Sam Hewen had a fantastic 2 days. Fair play to him. A lot of money put in the bank. Fancy bumper in Newmarket. Won by Run for Oscar 4-1, Vino Vitrix at 9, Not So Sleepy at 40s, and Zoffy 16-1. Dave, Not So Sleepy, good shout, 50s.
He took off halfway.
Yeah, it was like watching one off hurdles.
Oh, it was brilliant. Halfway, took off straight down the middle of the course, away from every other horse. Can he hold on? No.
But that's what I was hoping for. I was like, hoping something's going to go mad out in front. Run for Oscar now will sit out the back, pick him off at the end, which he duly done and won quite well.
It was a good race.
Charles Byrne, up to Charles Byrne things. I say he had his thing planned since 2020.
Probably.
That's probably good. I was very happy with the way he won. Looks like a horse now is full of confidence. Back over hurdles now, he could pick up a big handicap hurdle somewhere. Tom, what do you make of the race?
Look, I'm not a massive fan of it, especially now I've had 2 that I've backed at big double figure prices go off rather short single figure prices, and they've both got stuffed in the last 2 years. So I'm losing my love for that race. But yeah, I agree that Run for Oscar will be interesting now back up in back over hurdles. He's also going to be an interesting flat horse for next season. He's going to be rated in the high 90s now. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see, what route did they take with him? Do they mix it over hurdles and the flat? I presume so. But if it was me, he looks like a very high class flat horse as well. So I'd be picking out some of those big staying races next year for him. My tip, Scaramanga, travelled into it beautifully. Just doesn't finish very strongly. So I'm happy to overlook him going forward. But good race, interesting race. Not so sleepy around a cracker. And I think some of the right horses were in the places to back up the form. So I think it's a good race going forward. But yeah, I'm not having much luck on it.
Last one we touch on today before we get to the quiz is the Welsh Champion Hurdle, and Effernock Fizz won at 92. Milkwood second at Trees, and Severance did one favourite was back in third. She's all right, Almira, as you pointed out in the chat.
She's like a little pony. She's tiny. Glory and Fortune dwarfed her, and not bother on her. Every single race, whether it be on the flat or hurdles, she goes out in front and tries her hardest. And if you can pass her, well done. And if you can't, that's the end.
She's up there making a fair bit now.
The last couple of months, she's the best she's ever been. She's around or
last week she was second in the grade 3.
She won on the flat as well.
Jessie Evans. Now she got the win in this a week later. She's in the form of her life, really.
She actually, what you might notice there, she changed trainer. She went to Kean Collins, who's only been training since the summer. So he's making a hell of an impression. And what has she improved from? She came to him rated 117. She won that off 133, I think, was it? 133. She can be rated 140 now. Like, she's improved 23 pounds there for him in the space of not very long at all. So fair play to her. As I said on the previous show, I thought like she'd go out in front as usual and she might set it up for Milkwood, but they just couldn't get to her. And fair play, she really kept going.
Yeah, I thought the same. I thought a 2-out Milkwood was going to get her, but she stuck the head down and
no stopping.
Off she went. Right. Most important part. Can't see that. Load of paper in front of us. Right. So the rules of the game. You get 4 or 5 clues. You get 1 chance to answer. You answer wrong, you get minus 10 points. You answer right, you get 10 points. You have to shout your name. That was a 90 as well, thank you. You have to write your name. You have to say your name out loud. And I'll say who said it first if you say it at the same time. Cannot look at the... Can't look. Oh, Jesus, showing the answers.
And is this that the answer is somebody's name, or it could be the answer be any?
They're all names of horse. All clues of a horse. Okay?
Okay.
How many questions is there?
There's 10.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay?
Yeah.
First
Okay.
clue, horse number 1. I'll give you about 10 seconds in between to think. I'm a tearaway.
Tom. Not
What?
so sleepy.
-10.
-10, so I get all the rest.
You get all of them.
Okay, I can wait now for all these.
Oh, so hang on. Dave gets all of the clues now.
You weren't listening to the rules, Thomas.
You buzzed in and
You
guessed.
buzzed in. You guessed. You're gone. You get one chance to answer.
I was going with recency bias there that you go for one that ran this weekend. Go on, carry on.
I have a habit of doing my own thing.
And the next one.
I like to win at Wincanton.
Goshen.
10 points for Dave.
I would have said Goshen at the start and all, but
Were you?
yeah, Tom jumped in ahead of me.
The other clues were I had a race at the Cheltenham Festival at Mercy until I unseated Jamie Moore. The last, I'm going novice chasing this year. So that is -10 to Tom, 10 points to Dave. Do you understand the rules now, Tom?
Yes, I'm with it now. Yeah.
Horse number 2. I unseated rider on my UK debut. I won my first race at the Cheltenham Festival by 19 lengths.
Dave.
Oh,
Max
masterminded. For fuck's sake, David, I knew that as well then.
I knew it after the first one. He unseated his rider on Newbury.
Yeah. The other ones were my last race was in the King George. I won 13 races for Paul Nichols. I'm owned by the same man that owned Quarter Star. Tom.
You're struggling, Tom.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's bad down on Wexford and all that jazz, but come on, it's not that much of a delay. Horse number 3. All 3 my grade 1 chases wins were in Ireland. I finished 8th, 3rd, and 4th in the Gold Cup.
Dave. Beef or salmon?
-10 points to Dave!
Damn it.
Now, Tom, take your time here. I was around in the golden generation of 3-mile chasers. Next one.
Yeah, I don't know his fucking name.
My last race was a win in the Grand National.
Tom, Neptune Clunge.
Correct. Back to 10 points. Back to
I
zero.
wasn't actually thinking that horse. I was thinking the John Kiley horse. What was it? Carlingford Lock.
The last clue was Wine Grey.
That's a fair one.
Now, they're the easy ones out of the way. So it's
no.
0 points to 10 points. Horse number 4. I finished second to Hurricane Fly 4 times.
Dave. Stalwood.
10 points.
That was easy. That was so easy. I nearly wasn't going to say it.
I don't get the names. I was like Charles Burns.
The second clue was Hurricane Fly beat me on my comeback on his comeback from injury at Punchestown. I won 8 grade 1s. I won the stairs hurdle at my first go at 3 miles. Charles Burns trains me. Now, here we go. This is one Tom will get now. I was one of the fastest improving horses ever in one season.
Tom, Hunt Ball.
Oh my God. I told you to get it.
Well done, Tom.
Go
I
on.
would. I'd say. Unless one of the clues was the owner was sitting on me at one stage.
Paddy Power once used me as advertisement. My owner rode me into the winner's enclosure. I went from a mark of 69 to 142 to win at the Cheltenham Festival. I was one of the biggest gambles ever in Cheltenham Festival history.
Fair.
10 points in it. 20 points to 10 points. That was impressive, Tom.
That was good, Tom.
Well done.
Yeah, I'd go home now. I think I'll just sign out here now and leave it on that one.
Number 6. I was a multiple Grade 1 winner over fences, but never over hurdles.
That's a lot of horses.
This one you might get on. I'm not. I fell in the RSA chase. Okay.
Who fell in the RSA?
My jockey cost me a Grade 1 at Punchestown.
Dave.
What's it called?
Yes!
Oh, no!
I nearly said Don Cossack.
Ah!
30 points to 10. Horse number 7. I fell in the Arkle and the Plate in the Cheltenham Festival. I was beaten in a handicap hurdle on the New Year's Day meeting at Cheltenham by big bucks.
Dave. Damn it, I don't know this. Fuck.
I knew this fact would troll.
2 seconds.
5,
What?
4. Yeah, it's answered. You
Did
could
you
have.
say Big Bucks beat him?
Yeah.
In the what?
I was beaten in a handicap hurdle on New Year's Day meeting at Cheltenham by big bucks. 5, 4, 3.
Dynast.
Incorrect. Take away some of them 10 points.
I shouldn't have said my name.
No.
No.
I'm owned by JP McManus. I was possibly one of the biggest Grand National gambles ever when I won.
Any more?
Do you know?
If it's the horse that won the Grand National, of course I do.
Okay. I don't have it wrote down, but I can give you another one.
I would never have got that.
Wouldn't you?
I would have got it off that, but on the other clues, no chance.
You get it if I say this one, but you're not getting it because I don't have it down. AP Mackay rode me to win his first Grand National.
What the fuck is it called?
Don't
push it. Tom, don't push it.
He's seen it in the comments.
Where? Corto? Nope. Push it out. I'm sorry. You can give me that one now. You think don't force it.
20 odd.
How many's left?
3.
It's getting tight. Oh.
All my Grade 1 chase wins were in the UK. I was only rated 116 over hurdles. I beat Sprinter Sakura by 6 lengths to win the Bet365 chase.
What's the bet 365?
Sandown, end of season. My final win was in the champion chase.
Dave. Special tiara.
Go on, David!
Come on!
I actually thought it was the mayor.
Put the kettle on.
Yeah.
The last clue was
I nearly said grenadine.
I was trained by Henry de Bromhead.
It's tough.
2 to go. I was a listed winner on the flat. Jeski beat me over 2 miles and 3 miles. Paul Townend and Ruby Walsh both won Grade 1s on me.
Jeez.
I'll leave you sitting this one for a minute.
Melon.
Just when you thought he was back in it.
Yeah, Melon definitely never won a list race on the flat.
No one since I have done it has won back the champion hurl after losing it.
Sure, it has to be Hurricane Fly then.
Correct.
I didn't know he won a list of race in the Flash. That's quite surprising. Well done. What's the points?
10, 20, 40 points to 20. Last one.
I can't finish on a minus, so I'm happy.
No, I'm going to win.
Double points up for grabs.
That's bullshit. I was winning, like.
Ready?
No, well, either way, I could just leave Tom answer this and then it'll be 40 all, so it'll be a draw, and I'm okay.
No, you can either beat him by 10, 20 points. I beat by 40.
Nope.
You like this one? I won grade 1s over 2 miles, 2 mile 5, and 3 miles.
Tom, Koto Star.
That was the right guess.
It's the fucking wrong one.
Minus 10, Tom.
No, I was on 20. I'm on 0 now.
You're on 0 now, yeah?
Yeah.
I won my 3 mile grade 1 by 13 lengths. I made my chase debut at the age of 11.
Oh, you fucker.
Don't say that.
I know who it is, I know.
I won 2 grade 1s over fences.
Yeah, it's Fahim.
My nickname is the Machine.
60-0, Tom.
10, 20, 30,
Come on.
50-0. 60, sorry,
60,
double points.
not 20 points.
Double points. 60-0.
0.
60-0. Penny power.
I enjoyed that. That was great.
Like that.
Yeah, that was deadly. I enjoyed that.
Tom didn't.
I'm terrible at quizzes and stuff like that. So
You had to go for that last one as well.
See, I left it there because it was a Court or Star or him.
Yeah, you had to go for it.
You went with the wrong one.
He did. He went with the wrong one.
I'm Dave. I'm on the Browns +3, and there's 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They're currently 30-28 down, and I'm on them +3.
I wouldn't have thought they'd win, Tom, but they might hold on to the plus and minus.
Patriots are beating the Lions 29-0. Wow.
I know, and Tom, the Lions are the highest scoring team in all of football, 35 points a game, and have
It's insane.
0 today.
How are the Green Bay Packers getting on, Dave?
They got bet.
We got bet in London.
I don't much like Green Bay anymore, but there you go.
Pack of cheese.
Tough day for the Packers fans. Getting beat by the Giants.
Apparently they're shit.
Who?
Giants.
Giants are 4-1 now this season. So
I think they're all right. They're not super, but they're okay.
Like you fucking told me today, though.
Well, they shouldn't be beating the Packers. Like, let's be honest about it. Every person in London that was there to watch the Packers. I'd say. Well, 80-20 percentage wise.
There to watch them lose.
Yeah, and they were winning like 20-0.
Oh, wouldn't you be fantastic there? Oh, my words. I'm like you now. Would it not have been fantastic to be there if you're a Giants fan? One of the comebacks. Love a great comeback.
Comeback story.
Yeah, comeback. Kids.
Unlike Tom in the quiz. Unlucky Tom.
We'll have another one. Christmas time.
they're good quizzes, those. I like those. I'm not very good at them, but they're good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, to be honest.
Good quiz master, aren't they?
Yeah, it was good. Very good.
Right. That is us done for this week. We are back on Wednesday for another weekend preview. And will we start chatting on preview next week, or will we wait another one?
We have first one Wednesday, I thought.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll start chatting on Festival preview next week. Anti-post, not preview.
Anti-post. I was wondering why we're on that.
Anti-post next. We record it Wednesday. It'll go out Thursday. So yeah, we are back Wednesday around 10 o'clock-ish. So again, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of the week. Stay safe, and we'll see you on Wednesday for another weekend preview.